Hi, I'm Katie Hacker, your host. Welcome to Beads, Baubles, and Jewels. All season, we're concentrating on different types of design inspiration. Books on mythology and symbolism can be treasure troves for jewelry designers. Incorporating common symbols into your jewelry is easy to do, and it makes that piece even more significant to the wearer. Let's begin with large hole symbol beads. They're very interchangeable, and you can use them to create your own designer jewelry. So there are lots of different large hole beads on the market. And there are some lampwork beads. This is a gemstone. These are some dichroic beads. And these are some crystallized beads. So all of these have the larger hole, so that makes it possible to use them with interchangeable beaded jewelry designs. You can also incorporate metal beads that have different symbols on them. And of course, when you're choosing beads like this, you could choose them in a birthstone that would be significant to the wearer, or a favorite color, or maybe a gemstone that has a particular healing type of attribute that you want to accentuate. So you can create them with basic plain chains like this one, and you'll need to look for one that has a metal end that's with a clasp that's removable so that you can pass it through that large hole bead. It needs to be a little bit more streamlined here at the end than probably is typical. And on this type of bracelet, you can use a removable half-drilled bead. And I've just removed that and then strung all the beads onto the bracelet. This is creating a kind of a cuff. And this one I used with some favorite colors of one of my friends, and a heart and onyx. On this piece, you can see all the beads are stacked up here. So it's using a flower and some tiger eye colors, and again, another idea of incorporating that birthstone color into the jewelry. This piece is using the large hole beads across the center of a multiple strand design. And what I'm going to show you today is a takeoff on this type of bracelet. So what we'll do is use the spin and bead tool to create a beaded strand. And I'll double it and then pass it through some beads here in the center. And you could choose these for a variety of reasons. Again, the birthstone color, favorite color. You could choose a bead that has a special symbol on it to bring that meaningfulness into the jewelry that you're creating. I'm using a beading thread that is thermally bonded, so it's going to hold up really well and be durable for the wearer. And again, this is a great gift idea or something that you can make for yourself too. So what we'll do is thread our beading thread onto a bent big eye needle. And big eye needles are the special kind of needle that open at the center. So you just spread the wires apart and thread your thread through that large eye. Then what I like to do is fill the bowl about 2/3 full with seed beads. And the large hole Japanese style seed beads work really well with this. So you dip your hook into the flow of the beads and just gently give it a turn. And you can kind of use your other finger to manipulate the angle of the needle. And you can see the beads just load themselves right onto the needle. And once your needle is full, then you're ready to slide it down onto the thread. So again, you just dip it in and manipulate the angle a little bit. The flow of the beads should be in the opposite direction of the hook so that they're flowing right on. And basically, the centrifugal force inside the bowl is forcing the beads onto the needle. And you can just push those down. Then once you remove your thread from the needle, you're going to make a beaded circle. And so what I'll do here is attach my clip so that my beads don't fall off the end of my thread, and then push everything to the clip. And I'm just going to double the beads to create a more durable bracelet. So I'm going to trim that with my beading scissors and then tie my ends together. And I like to use a square knot here to create the beaded circle, and you'll see that I'm leaving the beads a little bit flexible, and that's to create more flexibility in the bracelet itself. Then once I've tied it, I'll add my drop of glue and let it dry. Now what I did with the clasp here is it's a special type of lobster clasp that has an open end. So you can see there's a little hook. All I did is once my beads were tied, I threaded that on and then closed it with the pliers onto the beaded strand. Then we're going to pass the opposite end through the large hole beads here across the center. And I didn't add anything here at the end. I'm just going to fasten it right to the beaded strand. But if you wanted to add another little symbol here, you could. Something like a heart-shaped tag or an open ring would be a nice touch there. And that's your interchangeable bracelet.